for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Hornets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And Clark, for tonight's game, we've got to stand out at power forward and center for their respective teams.
And that means all eyes will be on the front court action, Kevin. And you know, I don't have a problem with that. Having done most of my work in the paint area when I was out there, these teams rely heavily on front court production.
Here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. Those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
It's good.
Good job getting a nice look on that jumper there.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
He's a fantastic facilitator. He could virtually run a team in his sleep.
Here's New Orleans. It's a 5-point game. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, and going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight. And this first quarter has been ridiculous. I mean, they simply can't miss right now.
Here's Big Daddy. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fresh, the pass to McGlory. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by McKee. And that one's good. Fresh.
The mid-range shot making its way back into the league. Seems like he's taking it seriously.
Back to McKee. Collins looking around. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Finished off the break. Collins has got 19 points.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter of the game. Count that one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Wasted no time on that one. He's got 23.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The 76ers leading by 9. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those 3s early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Another one falls for New Orleans.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, this hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Collins, good.
Wow, filling it up in a hurry.
The Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Big Daddy. 17-foot shot on the way. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's Collins from outside. Knocks down the three ball. Collins has got 35 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Crotty. Still without a basket. Right wing. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And so it's Philadelphia riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for the Hornets. Van Horn, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Fresh, the pass to Campbell, and Campbell throws it down.
Boy, Campbell rises up off the floor and throws it down with force, making it look easy.
Pass to Buckner. Here's Iverson. Ring shot on the way. Here's Van Horn. 4 on the clock. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the 76ers making a change here. Collins is checked in.
Number 00.
Now here's Fresh. Iverson covering. And that one's good. Fresh.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Collins, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Fresh. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On deep, Collins. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Campbell throws it down.
Oh, man, great vision.
The 76ers leading by 14. On deep, Collins. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Tipped away. Stolen by Collins. They get the rebound.
Boy, I like how persistent Iverson is on offense. Protecting the play by fighting for a second chance look and getting it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. McCord, he's checked in for New Orleans. Davis comes in for Lynch. A potential one-and-done draft selection this year. Chris Bosh out of Georgia Tech. What's your take on him?
Well, he seems NBA ready to me. You look at his numbers, and those are the stats of an NBA player, not a college freshman.
These are the shots you want Mashburn taking because he's that good on offense.
Collins, good.
And in a groove and showing no signs of slowing down. His offense has been pretty impressive here tonight.
This one for three, and that one's good by Davis.
Davis is a fantastic deep ball shooter, torching defenses with his perimeter game.
Timeout called the 76ers. Big Daddy's checked in for the Hornets. Alexander comes in for P.J. Brown. And then for Philadelphia, Coleman's checked in for Van Horn. McKee comes in for Williams. And it's Snow in for Buckner. From deep, Collins. The 76ers again can't hit it. So for Philadelphia, their last game, a win against Washington.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball stolen.
2 minutes.
Stolen by Collins. Beyond the arc. And again for three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Big Daddy. He picked up 39 points in their last one against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And yep, another basket.
And it's another 50-point night for him. He's had a bunch of them in his career.
And on the NBA all-time list of 50-point games, he's almost in the top 5.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Fresh, and it's the Hornets, another three.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Iverson with the ball. He's coming off a 37-point game against Washington.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Outside, Davis. Here's Fresh. Rebounded by Coleman. The 76ers leading by 20. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And here's Fresh. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's tipped, stolen by Collins. There's the three. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Davis, the pass to Big Daddy. Now here's Fresh. Goes, jamming that one home.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And Collins has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Fades and shoots. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Shoots. Another one falls for New Orleans. Timeout called the 76ers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Hornets in second place.
And, you know, for the Hornets, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Here's Big Daddy. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Collins. Good, he hits again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
Here's Alexander. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
Philadelphia leading by 22. Another three for Philadelphia.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
That bucket in no time at all. 18 points for Fresh.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
From deep, Collins connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the basket is good. 20 points for Fresh.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Pass to Snow. Iverson kicks to McKee. Here's Coleman to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Collins up top. He's covered by Fresh. Just 5 to shoot. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Davis, the pass to McGlure. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Puts one up from 19, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Oh, good work finding space outside. It serves him well when that jumper's falling.
The 76ers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. From deep, Collins. Again, what an avalanche! And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. You look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Pass to Mashburn. To the inside. And Campbell throws it down.
When you're scoring forwards like Mashburn or getting assists, that's a really good sign for the offense.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Collins from outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
Looking to stretch things out and using an accurate shot to do so.
Here's Big Daddy. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Big Daddy's got 24 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Pass to Mashburn. .24 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. 76ers ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll return shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Hobson. And the NBA, Clark, is seeing its pace drop the last handful of years. Teams simply aren't pushing the tempo.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, defense still remains king at the moment. The NBA goes through phases. Whatever is successful is what everybody else tries to copy. At some point, though, I do think run and gun, up and down, fast tempo basketball will return.
Takes it off the glass. Red Hot's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not letting anything or anybody stop him there. Great power move.
Rob. And now the 76ers on the break. Pulls up. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Bucket is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
New Orleans with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The 76ers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Hobson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we know last season marked the creation of the National Basketball Development League, the NBDL. The NBA family now creating, Clark, its own minor league system.
Yeah, I like going in that direction for the NBA and its teams. It's made travel a little easier. The 8 teams currently all clustered in the southeast part of the country. We'll see how that expands and grows and evolves, but I think the league itself is sure to develop over time while developing future NBA players.
And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. Pass to Fresh. The 3 connects from three-point range. Fresh has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hornets. Here's LaRusso. And yes, it's good.
That's how it's done. Getting down and dirty inside. Good result.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Fresh. And again for 3.
He's got his defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
2 minutes.
From outside the arc. Good! Another from three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the chosen one.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Mashburn. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
3.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
The assisted basket. Coaches love those. Shows your offense is running well.
Here's Hudson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New Orleans with the ball. And he goes in for the dunk.
Mashburn with a determined rim attack, throwing it down.
And then LaRusso with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
So